Hey everyone, welcome to episode 1 of our biggest adventure yet. Right now, Sherry and I are heading into town for our very first doctor's appointment. Just 2 days ago, we found out we're pregnant. After the initial panic wore off, the excitement kicked in fast. We calculated we're around 7 weeks in. The weather, not exactly ideal, windy, choppy, and very wet. Here, take a listen to what we're dealing with. By the time we got to the docks, I was absolutely drenched. Classic boat ride. From here, it's just a short walk to the doctor's office in Exuma. Let's go. Inside the clinic, we started with the usual, some paperwork, and then a visit with the nurse for basic info. Sherry had to pee in a cup, and for some reason, she thought I needed to see it too. After that, we met with the doctor, a couple of basic checks and some tests to get the thing started. We wrapped up the clinic and started walking through town to the blood test center. The total so far, we saw the gynecologist, got some checkups, a urine test, all of that came to $392. We were told the blood test would be around $350 and the ultrasound about $400. So we were budgeting for about $1,200 total for this first round of pregnancy care. Welcome to island life. Let's get to that blood test center. When we got to the blood test center though, Bahamas time hit us. A sign on the door said, "Back soon," which could mean 15 minutes or even tomorrow. So we decided to make the most of our time and headed over to the hospital to book the ultrasound appointment for the next day. After booking our ultrasound appointment at the hospital, we went back to check on the lab to see if they were open, and to no surprise, they still weren't back yet. So naturally, we decided to go and have lunch. After lunch, we went back to the blood test center and we finally caught them. The lab was open and the nurse got started with a bunch of blood work for Sherry. She was a real champ. Here's where things got a little chaotic. Somehow, we misplaced the GoPro. Sherry went back to the clinic to look for me while I ran around the island trying to retrace our steps. Eventually, she spotted me and casually let me know it was at the liquor store, of course. The next day was an absolutely beautiful Bahamas day. Calm, sunny, perfect for heading back into town for our ultrasound. Definitely a better start than the windy ride the day before. In the room, Sherry laid on the doctor's bed and we tried the belly ultrasound first, but it was still a bit too early. So we had to go for the internal scan instead. And then there it was, this tiny peanut of a baby on the screen. And for the first time, we heard the heartbeat. It was real, it was overwhelming, and it was absolutely perfect. Also, fun little win, the ultrasound only cost us $250 instead of the $400. A rare moment where things turned out cheaper than expected. Yay for us. And that wraps up our very first episode. Thanks for joining us on this wild start to our pregnancy journey, finding out in the Bahamas, running around islands, losing GoPros, all part of the adventure. Stay tuned for episode 2, where we head to our next doctor's appointment in Fort Lauderdale. This is just the beginning, and we're so excited to share it all with you. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.